Hello and welcome back to the Tarantula Cave for more adventures in Arachnoland. My name is Martin and this is my top 5 orange and black tarantulas that you need to consider for your collection. To continue my top 5 series where I look at 5 tarantulas of a particular colour for you guys to think about adding to your collection when you're thinking about buying new tarantulas. In this episode we're going to look at orange and black tarantulas, and believe it or not, there isn't a single Brachypelma species in there. As always, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, and if you want to get notifications of future videos, you've got to hit the bell icon. First up, we've got Mamizou. This is one of my favourite all-time tarantula species. It's found in Costa Rica, generally an obligate burrowing species in the wild, but in captivity they are out in the open quite a lot. The main thing with this species is keeping them cool enough, because they live in montane regions in Costa Rica, and if you keep them too hot, then you are going to fail with them. They're pretty rare to get hold of, but if you can find some slings to grow on, definitely worth the effort. Number 2 is Haploid species Colombia large. This is also known as the pumpkin patch tarantula. It's a dwarf species, so it stays pretty small, around 4 inches. Very famous for being very fast and also quite defensive. Typically it's a burrower, but it will hang out in the open a lot, hence why I put terrestrial. People get a lot of joy for these, but really the reason I've included it is it's just such a beautifully patterned tarantula. Gorgeous colours. Up next is Arminia. This is an absolutely stunning species, a really commonly available species in the hobby that often people overlook, probably because they haven't heard of it or they just haven't seen one in the flesh, but if you see one, they are absolutely gorgeous. I have one, and yes, they can be a bit defensive and they can be quite quick, so you need to be ready for that, but other than that they are remarkably easy to keep and they make such a beautiful show specimen. People see them and they lose their minds. Next up is Megaphobema robustum. This can be a large growing species. It's another beauty in the Megaphobena genus. Typically a burrowing species, so a lot of people complain that they don't get to see theirs very often. Bit of a pet hole, but when it does come out, wow, those colours are amazing. It's pretty commonly available, certainly in the UK, and you can get adult pairs for not that much money, so definitely one to look out for if you can get it, and when you see them in the flesh they are amazing to look at. This last one is a bit of an unusual choice. The males are orange and black, as you can see here. The females are more of a typical grey coloured baboon with the typical baboon markings on the abdomen, but I've included them because the males are so stunning, and it's just a species that you don't see very often in the hobby, but it is available. I know it's regularly available in Europe and can be shipped to the UK. Definitely one to check out if you can find one, because they look stunning. And there you have it, my top 5 orange and black tarantulas for you to consider adding to your collection. If you already have any of these species, do comment below. It's always nice to hear tips from people who've got experience with any of these species, because they will help people who are new to the hobby or people who've never kept those species before. As always, if you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing. If you want to get notifications of future videos, please hit the bell icon, otherwise you won't get those. I have a lot of videos in the pipeline, including mantis breeding and at least 3 tarantula breeding videos, plus one more top 5 suggestion video coming, and several more in the pipeline. In the meantime, while you wait for those, take care and I will see you next time.